2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, it's set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tampa Bay is 12-1.
His way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Exactly. That could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. Past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 65 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down. The tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission.
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things. It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 30 in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Room here to run. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A first down carry for Barkley. A beautiful spin and room to run. And now running right through him. Spinning again. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Runner, when you're trying to tackle him, if you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well. And we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays. I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to take the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's one doing the chasing. You'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, 26 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. It's been quite the game for him individually, a trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route, whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This is really
the drive. On third down, they go Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And it hurts. On first down, it's Gurley.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 50 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down, Titans, gain of... This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good? As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Power running by Zeke. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree, Dan.
150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Powerful running. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification.
By the Cowboys offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
This old adage, partner, don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain. No matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. The 40, the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. He goes 102 yards to drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it, because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy.
It's a modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Bell sheds him off. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I think Le'Veon Bell is now recognized mainly for his hesitation move, but he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League.